in a long time. It was
Dude, I thought you fucking crushed it.
Well,
and this is how I know you crushed it, because I didn't hear yours.
Yeah, no, that's why it was good.
And as long as you don't, either you were faking it or you were sounding good enough to where it didn't sound like a middle school.
Travis and Jason Kelce, as they sat down to record a new episode of their wildly popular New Heights podcast. Something was different this time. It wasn't just the usual brotherly banter or the post-game analysis that drew listeners in by the millions. There was a secret, a glint in Travis's eye that Jason noticed even before the microphones were live. Jason leaned in, grinning with that mischievous big brother energy. "What's going on with you, man? You're walking around like you just won the lottery." Travis tried to play it cool, but the excitement radiated from him. Was it another Kansas City Chiefs win? A new sponsorship? No, this was bigger. With a sheepish smile, Travis let his guard down. "I may have introduced Taylor as my fiancé to the guys after the last game." That one word, fiancé, sent shockwaves through the podcast studio and soon the internet. Jason's reaction was pure, unfiltered joy. He slapped the table, howled, and demanded detail.
I knew that he wasn't crazy the first couple of times that we talked. I was just like, he's truly getting to know me in a way that's very natural, very pure, very normal. Like, also like just the way that he could make me laugh so immediately.
He confessed he'd been carrying the engagement ring for months, hiding it away like a secret play. He'd even shown a picture to their dad, Ed Kelce, who guarded the secret with all the seriousness of a coach with a playbook before the Super Bowl. Travis wanted the proposal to be perfect, cinematic, something worthy of their love story. He considered waiting for their dating anniversary, maybe orchestrating a grand gesture beneath the stars. But both Ed and Taylor's father, Scott Swift, gave him the same advice. Don't overthink it. Just follow your heart. So he did. Forget the fancy restaurant or the Paris skyline. Travis set the scene in their own backyard, with wildflowers and petals, a bottle of wine, and the kind of stillness that makes you realize you're exactly where you're meant to be. When he dropped to one knee, his heart was pounding harder than in any fourth quarter. Taylor said yes, and Travis admitted with no shame that he cried, tears of joy, relief, and overwhelming love. Jason, always ready with a joke, teased Travis about the tears, accusing him of milking the dramatic pause before Taylor answered. Travis just smiled. This wasn't about cameras or spectacle. It was about being real together in a world that so rarely allows for quiet, honest moments. Just as the brothers started to dive into wedding planning, and the hilarious chaos of merging Taylor's A-list friends with Travis's NFL teammates, Travis dropped another bombshell. He leaned in almost shy and said, "There's another reason I can't stop smiling. Taylor's pregnant." Jason stared, stunned, then erupted into laughter and cheers. "You're kidding me. You're going to be a dad." Travis's hands shook as he nodded, grinning from ear to ear. With that, the podcast became something far more than sports talk or celebrity gossip. It became a window into a family changing in real time. The conversation veered from who would tell their mom, Donna, first Jason insisted it would be him, to who would make the better fun uncle, Jason again, obviously. They joked about starting bizarre new family traditions and argued about baby names, their laughter echoing across the airwaves. As the news settled in, the brothers reminisced about their own childhood, the chaos of holidays at the Kelce house, the endless practical jokes, the late-night kitchen raids. Travis confessed he'd always dreamed of a big, noisy family, and Taylor shared that dream. Suddenly, Donna's Pinterest boards were filled with nursery ideas, and tiny onesies began arriving in the mail. But as any fan knows, logistics are where dreams meet reality. Taylor was deep into an album release and a world tour. Travis's NFL season was heating up. Their schedules were a jigsaw puzzle. Yet, they found ways to carve out time, late-night conversations about baby names, secret venue visits, text threads filled with ultrasound photos and color palettes in the nursery. It wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. Word spread fast. When Jimmy Fallon joined a future episode, he showed up with confetti and baby gifts, joking about baby-proofing the podcast studio. He grilled Travis about wedding plans, Would there be a live band or a DJ? Steak or chicken? Open bar or signature cocktails? Travis and Taylor, he shared, wanted the reception to feel like their own private concert. Live music, friends and family dancing under the stars, and maybe a surprise set from Taylor herself. Jason chimed in with classic stories, like the time he spilled a beer at a dinner with Taylor, only for her to laugh and make a joke of it. She fits right in, he said, and Travis couldn't agree more. Taylor Swift, global superstar, was now part of the Kelce family chaos. As wedding planning ramped up, the dream was clear, a celebration that was deeply personal, not just a spectacle for the world. They imagined a mashup of Kansas City barbecue and Nashville hot chicken, toast from Patrick Mahomes, and Jason's daughter stealing the show as Flower Girl. But the true magic was in the details. Travis spoke about Taylor's love for numerology, her lucky number 13, her fascination with dates that felt fated. They daydreamed about exchanging vows under arches of wildflowers, their parents beaming with pride, and a cake layered with vanilla and red velvet. Every week, new stories emerged. Travis admitted he'd been thinking about proposing since their very first date. Jason teased him about the nerves he felt picking out the ring. Taylor set mood boards from hotel rooms across the world. Sunlit beaches, enchanted forests, candlelit barns. Even the search for the perfect wedding band became a family affair, complete with impromptu jam sessions and surprise harmonies from Taylor's friends. The couple's vision? Keep it small, keep it real. Security would be tight, invites by word of mouth, only their truest friends and family. The focus was love, authenticity, and the future they were building, together. As the months rolled by, anticipation grew. Would the wedding be during the NFL offseason or between Taylor's tour stops? Would Donna's grandbaby pep talks become a running joke on the podcast? Absolutely. Would Jason cry during his best man speech? He swore he wouldn't, but nobody believed him. Every episode felt like another page of a story fans couldn't get enough of, a love story that was both epic and ordinary, lived out in public, but cherished in private. Travis dreamed of Sunday dinners and lullabies, of Pee-wee football games and Taylor singing from the stands, of a home filled with music, laughter, and the wild, wonderful energy of family. What started as a podcast episode had become something bigger. The blending of two families, the forging of new traditions, and the next act in a love story the world was rooting for. As Jimmy Fallon put it, what you're building isn't just a marriage, it's a crescendo of a love story the world's been waiting for. Travis and Taylor cherished the quiet moments, the slow build. Each conversation added another layer to their story. In the evenings, Travis would trace the ring on Taylor's finger and feel overwhelmed with gratitude for the laughter, the teasing, the new traditions, and the family they were building. The anticipation became its own kind of magic. The world watched as two icons navigated love, fame, and family, always choosing each other, always keeping it real. And as Travis told listeners, if you're loving this journey, stick around. There's so much more to come, more behind-the-scenes stories, more chaos, more love. Because what was unfolding wasn't just a wedding or a baby announcement. It was the beginning of forever, the blending of two remarkable families, and the next great chapter in a story that feels as epic as any fairy tale. A story that proves time and again that when love and loyalty collide, anything is possible. And somewhere in the laughter of brothers, the sparkle of a ring, and the promise of new life, you could feel it, that electric moment, the sense that you're witnessing history, not just for pop culture, but for a family, for love, and for all of us rooting for a happily ever after.